My dears, in today's lecture, I will teach you about the Bootstrap tables. Okay, so you are already familiar with the table. What is table? In HTML, I have called this lecture. So basically, table consists of columns and set of rows, and rows are also called as a record. So against each column, you put some values in the row, inside the row. So you style when we apply the CSS property, you basically style your table. Okay, you set the borders, you set the colors. Okay, you set different properties. Now it becomes difficult for us sometimes to apply manually all the CSS properties. So better approach is to integrate the Bootstrap and apply the Bootstrap ready-made libraries, okay, and classes. And then we can then adjust, like on this page you can see this is the basic table created using Bootstrap. So it reached the end of this page, so literally you can set the margins and width, height, color, etc. But inside Bootstrap you can find a variety of designs. So let's see the code. So how you design the table? First of all, if we remove this class, for example, before coming to explain the table design in detail, first look to this. I've removed. Okay, so when I removed the class table, so although the table is generated because of this HTML code, but now it is not connected to Bootstrap framework library. Okay, so let's see again. Okay, now we declare a table, we open the table tag, and then inside the table we first take the head and the body. Okay, so the head t head include one row. For example, this is the head, the first row is the head, so this include the row, and inside the row we have headings th. Okay, so first is the column scope is the column. So first one is a hash, the label is a hash, first, last, and then the handle. Okay, and then we have closing head, and then we have body. So this is actually the body. So what is inside the body? We take the row and inside row we put the data. So the first row start from here and ends here, second row, third row. So as many rows as you want you can put here. Okay, and then we have t head and t data. So what is t head and t data? You can see this is the t head. Okay, row head. So if we remove, it is not necessary, we only need this. Okay, so this is actually 1. So where is 1? So this is 1. Okay, and we have put steric. Okay, so this goes to here, this against this column. Okay, so if we remove this, for example, and we also remove this, so let's see what happens. Now against 3 columns we have multiple rows. Okay, now this belongs to the class table. Let's see different properties, what type of different properties we can apply. Okay, so this page is open for our easiness. So first come with the strip rows. The rows are stripped, so we will copy this class. Okay, We will copy this class. We'll copy this class and we'll paste it here. Now the rows, the table, the whole table will become stripped. Okay. So what is stripping? Stripping like this zebra. One is simple, one is strip. One is simple, one is strip. So this is the attractive design you sometime follow. You look okay, and you it looks quite attractive. Now see another. Now come to the column stripping. This was the row stripping. So we will use the table stripped. Okay. So table class name is now table space table strip columns. So we save it and we look here. So now instead of column, instead of rows, it is stripped in columns. So the first one and the third one are as such, and the second. So if we have four columns, so the second, four, six, and so on, it will be like stripped. Okay. So now see furthermore, uh, class table dark strip. Okay. So let's see what happens. So we copy it. Instead we copy the home. Now you can see it is stripped but dark. So you can see the first and third are more darker than the rest. The second and fourth are little lighter. Okay. So this is another class table space table dark and table strict. So we have added only this table dark. Okay. So if we put any color, so it will not work. Similarly, we see table dark, but using the stripped columns. Okay. So we'll copy it. Now the columns are dark. Okay, this second one is different from the first and the third one. Okay. Now come to the hoverable rows. When the mouse hover, so it will change the color. So how? So we copy table hover. We will write table hover. Just you have to write class is equal to table space table hover. Now this one hovers, except the key head. So it will hover the rows. Okay. So class table dark table hover. Okay. See, this is another property. So it hovers, but table is dark. This is another property. Table space table strip table hover. Okay. So when mouse hover, stripping as well as color will become dark. You can see table is by default stripped, but it hovers this one. When we put fourth row, so it will also be hovered. Okay. Now come to the table borders. So by default, the table borders are set as a none. So we can set the table as a table border. So let's see. Now borders are set. Now we apply some more styles to the border. Table border, table border primary. This is another class. Now see the effect. Okay. So borderless, it will become completely borderless. The table will become completely borderless. Now you can see it is completely borderless, but it is applied very less. Now table dark, table borderless. So table will be borderless, but instead of white, it will be dark. Now we don't have any border, okay, but the whole table is. Now see small table. So we can change the size of the table as a small. So how we can do that? Let's see. Now it becomes smaller. Okay, table is dark. If you simple write table is small. Table is small and is not darkless and is darkless. Sorry. Now table group dividers. So we can put dividers, but we will put this class inside the body. Okay. So we'll define a class inside the body. Now divider. So this whole body is now divided. So divider is put between the head and the body. Okay. Now come to the nested table. So table can become nested like let's see the example. Sorry. Okay. Oh, yes. So this is the class for the t head. Like the t body, we have the class for the t head. So table head, now we come to the table head properties. So now it becomes lighter. Okay. Similarly, we can make it darker. Now the head become dark. Okay. Now we can put caption. So caption will be put about the body, head. Okay. So list of users. So normally we put caption when we design the table. So we put the caption. Okay. So we put it here. Okay. So list of users. So by default, the caption is below the table. So we can put this above. So we'll put table class caption above. So we'll make this. Now the caption goes above. Okay. So we have one more thing remaining. That is the caption. Okay, so we can put this as a whole, like we say. Sorry, so there is no need already written. Okay. So this was all about the table properties. So you can further set the more properties, like if we take the ID of this table. Okay. Uh, like ID is equal to XYZ. Okay, for example, and you come and you apply like hash XYZ and write the margin to be 50 pixels. Okay, and when you refresh it, you can see table goes here. Similarly, you can set the width here to be 300. Okay, and so okay. So further you apply the properties like we can set color